Um, I'm so glad to be here. My name is Anh from Mailbox, and thank you very much, Anchen and Nathan, for inviting me to the Page Builder Summit. As you might know, that I'm the author of the Mailbox, a custom fields framework plugin. Mailbox, advanced custom fields, toolset, and other similar plugins. They are used to add more data to your WordPress website. Things like custom fields for custom post types, especially for listings websites. And in combination with page builder like Elementor or Beaver Builder, Bricks, Oxygen, you can get all the data from the custom fields and display it on the website easily. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. In this presentation, I'm going to show you a technique that uses Elementor and Mailbox Views to do more things, more unusual things for an existing website. Before going into the details, I'd like to show you a brief introduction about MB Views. MB Views is a plugin that helps you to get all the data from Mailbox and display them on the front end. It is very powerful and it can be used like Elementor Theme Builder, which is available in the Elementor Pro, Beaver Themer, or Oxygen. Uh, MViews is quite developer focused, so many of you uh, don't want to use it because you have to write code yourself. But actually, in this presentation, I'm going to show you how to use it without writing code. Um, so MB views can be used to design the singular pages, archive pages, even more like template paths to display the views on several locations of your website. And in this presentation, I'd like to use MB views and Elementor to modify an existing website. As you know, when you use a page builders, most of you use them to design a brand new website, like design the home page, landing pages, or archive page, something like that. But modifying or customizing an existing website is totally a different story, and using a page builder rarely helps you do that. But you can do that with MB views and a page builder. Before going into the details, I'm going to show you my setup on the local host so you can see how it works. So this is a sample website and I'm using only 5 plugins like Elementor, Elementor Pro, Mailbox, MB Views, and WooCommerce. For the theme, I'm using the theme E-Star. It is from us as well. It's from Greta Themes, which is a brand of us. Um, and I already imported the demo of the E-Star website. And you can see here is simple homepage and a shop page. So what I'd like to achieve in this presentation is showing a promotion announcement, in this shop page, like after the shop title and before the list of products. Something like we are having a webinar next week. Register here or on our Facebook group, something like that. Uh, if you use a page builder only, it's hard to build that, especially when you already have a website running. Uh, you need to modify the templates of this WooCommerce website, which is, I think, is a complicated task. So to do that, we will have 2 steps. The first, design the promotion announcement with Elementor, and secondly, use MB views to show the template at the exact location here. So I'm going to go to the admin, Elementor template, and add new. And in the type of the template, we are going to design only a part of the page. So we select section here and location. Because Elementor provides only the built-in location for header, a footer, a single, and archive. And these location like before header, after header, and etc. come from the theme. In this case, come from eStar. If you use another multi-purpose and powerful themes like Astra, Navy, Ocean WP, you will see similar extra locations provided by this theme as well. But anyway, no themes can provide the exact location for the location that we want to show the promotion announcement, like after the page title and before the list of products. So we just leave it empty, and we'll type the name for the template as promotion announcement and create it. We will skip the templates here. So to design the promotion announcement, I'm going to use a text editor. So something like hot, we are going to host a webinar on October like 20th. Register here, something like that, and add a link. So for the demo, I'm just going to show a fake link, October and hot, and maybe add a hot icon. So okay, great. We'll add more styles to the promotion announcement to make it look beautiful. So let's try to add a background yellow, so it looks like yeah, an announcement, an alert. Okay, and change the text color. Okay, text color here. Okay. We will increase the font size a little bit. Okay, and add some margin padding to the top. Okay, it works nicely. And for the text, we make it center. Okay, publish. Now we have the promotion announcement, but we don't display it anywhere. Like we don't show it anywhere on the website. It's still it doesn't show anywhere. Okay, and the second thing we need to do is show that template after the shop title and before the list of products here. To do that, we are going to create a view. So just go to views and add new. So promotion announcement on shop pages. The template is where you add the code for template to display something somewhere on the website. A great thing in Elementor is that each template we create here, it provides a shortcode to be used. So we just enter the shortcode of the Elementor here. Views can render not only views HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, but also shortcodes here. So in this case, we simply put the shortcode from Elementor to views. To make it display on the exact location that we want, we need to change the setting for the view. View provides various type of the like the template location for singular pages, archive pages. But the best thing about that is it can provide it can display the views on an action when an action fires or with a conditional logic with code. And in this case, we are using WooCommerce, which has a lot of hooks. So we are going to use action. Uh, the next thing we need to enter is the action name. To know the action name before the shop header, before after the shop header, before the loop of product, we need to search for WooCommerce hook, action and features, and we go to the list of them here. And we might want to search for before product loop or loop. Yeah, after shop loop, after no before shop loop here. Okay, this is the action that fires uh, in this location. So we go to view and enter it here. The next thing we want to change is where the views runs on. So we don't want to run on all pages. We just want it runs on the shop page, which is an archive pages, and adds a location for not for all archive, but just for product archive. So just publish it and go to the front end and refresh. Here we are. As you can see, we have the promotion announcement display on exact location that we want. If you use only page builders or use only an existing theme, you can't do that. No theme can provide you a way to do this. But using a technique, a combination of MB views and a page builder like Elementor, you are able to do this very easily. So let's try to make some change to this promotion announcement, like adding some margin top and bottom. I'll just go here and edit it with Elementor. So just add more margin on the top and bottom, like 20. Okay. Yes, and just save it a bit, and now refresh on the front end. Yeah, you can see it reflects the changes on the website. The best thing about this technique is that you can use this technique on an existing website. It is very important because sometimes you want to modify something, like adding a banner on the top bar, or adding some promotion bar like this, or adding some like notice, an alert, or maybe something somewhere on your website, and it is very useful. It's worth to note that this technique depends a lot on the the ability of actions and hooks from your theme or plugin. In case you use WooCommerce, it has a lot of hooks and actions that you can use, like here. You can use it to display something with this action, like before shop item, title, single product, notes, my account. Like WooCommerce provides almost hooks for all the locations on the website. But if you use theme only, it depends on your theme. Like I'm using eStar, it has hooks in various options in various locations that I'm going to show you here. Docs. Uh, Here you can see It has various hooks for you to add more content on these locations. After, before, header, footer, sidebar, archive pages, and singular pages. Other themes like Astra, Nivi, Ocean WP, Hestia, they provide the similar things. Uh, these hooks mostly, like as I remember, they were inspired by the Genesis framework. So if you are still a Genesis user, you will have a lot of hooks for this purpose. So this is the first thing I want to show you in this presentation, a very useful technique. And the second thing I want to show you in this presentation is adding a lightbox effect on your website. Something like this. If you go to the single post on mailbox.io website, you can see images here in the post content. And because the post content is small, sometimes display images can be very small to see. So you might want to add a lightbox effect just like this. So clicking on the images shows in a pop-up with full size so people can see it in details. You might want to use a plugin to do this, but I'm going to show you a manual way to do this with very little coding. To show a lightbox, we need to use a JavaScript library to do that. And in the case of Mailbox, I'm using the magnific pop-up. So I'm going to show you a real example on the mailbox.io website. So just go to the admin area, go to Mailbox Views. It's worth to note that the theme for the mailbox.io website is built like very long time ago, I think 3 years. So when Views was born, the theme already ran, and we want to change something on the website, and we use Views a lot. For example, yes, as uh, you can see the Black Friday top banner that we display uh, before header of the theme, like before the top bar here. I'm going to show you in the Wayback Machine. Okay, and mailbox.io. Go to the previous year and select time on Black Friday. And here is the banner. This banner is displayed with views, which is this. I can show you the content of this. It's just simple, the link and the image, and we display it before header of the theme. It's the same hook that we use in other theme and display on all pages. Uh, we also use Mailbox Views to display to design our pricing pages, feature pages, and especially the Mailbox versus competitor pages, which I can show you, like Mailbox versus ACF. All the content are entered with Mailbox group and Mailbox conditional logic, but the design of this page is done with MV views. Okay, so let's go back to our Lightbox example. Here I created a view called Lightbox for single post, and in this the template of the view, I just imported the CSS and the JavaScript for the Lightbox. It comes from the documentation of Magnific Pop-up, so nothing fancy here. Just copy and paste. And I also added some small CSS to make the cursor like a zoom in when we hover over the images, and a small JavaScript snippet to add attribute required by the library and enable the pop-up. It's very simple that you can just copy all of these and put on the website and it will run. For the settings for this view, I'm going to use action, which I already explained before, and action name is WP footer. That means we will output the all the template, HTML template, CSS, and JavaScript in the footer of the website, and we want to output them only for singular posts, like only for singular posts. So go to the blog, a page, a post, and when you view the source, you can see the code is outputted. So I'm going to search for Magni people up here, and you can see it is outputted here. So the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript, they are outputted in the footer of singular post only. So because it's outputted in the footer, it doesn't affect your loading speed, and your page speed score is still high, and it works perfectly. I really like this technique, and I think it's very creative because you can use this technique like a code snippet or asset management, which means you can manage your CSS, your JavaScript, and decide on which page to output them. You know, like you have some script for pop-up and you want to display it only for singular post, and you have another snippet of CSS and you want to output it only for a specific landing page or for a specific pages, and all you can do that with MB views. These are the techniques that I'd like to show you in this presentation. And personally, I think Mailbox Views is more powerful than it looks like at first. And when you combine it with page builders, you can do a lot more. I hope you enjoy my presentation. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. Thank you very much.